Good evening. My name is Keith Smith, and I'm the proud principal of Rainier Beach High School. We're here this evening to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. We're in some trying times right now, but I want to take the next hour to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020. And right now, I just want to give a big thank you to all of the staff at Rainier Beach that's helped support the students that are graduating this evening. And I also want to give a big shout out to the parents and family members that have supported these young people throughout their lives. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the graduating class of 2020 at Rainier Beach High School. Congratulations, class of 2020. Let's begin the ceremony.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm Denise Juneau, Seattle Public Schools Superintendent. When I was a young girl growing up on the Blackfeet Indian Reservation in Montana, I would never have dreamed my path would lead to Seattle Public Schools. My story takes me from Head Start to Harvard. I've had the opportunity to lead public education for the state of Montana, and I was the first American Indian woman elected to a statewide executive office anywhere in the country. I'm also a proud product of public education. It was my community and my education in public schools that set me up to take advantage of opportunities that have come my way. And I've learned a lot along my journey. As you take this next big step, here are some tips for the road. Breaking news: adults don't have it all figured out. We just act like we do. So embrace uncertainty and know that learning never ends. It's okay to fail. In fact, it's better than okay. It is necessary to create new and innovative solutions. And that's something we really need right now as a nation and global community. And if you have a good idea, act on it. Don't wait. Trust yourself. The world needs your brilliance. You are such a special class of young people because you have already proven that you can roll with the punches, that you can thrive even in the middle of a global pandemic. You have demonstrated that you have the will and skill to get through whatever life throws at you. You are ready, and you are already leading by showing up and advocating for change, supporting each other, and doing it with courage and bravery. You have earned this celebration of all of your hard work. I urge you now to take your education and walk through the doors of opportunity as they open to you. Believe in yourself and believe that no dream is out of reach. Make your voice heard and take leadership roles wherever you find yourself. The world needs your voice, your skills, your knowledge, and your inspiring stories of success. Graduates, as you receive your diploma, know that all of your fans, your family, friends, and community are also very proud of what you've accomplished. When you succeed, each and every one of us benefits. I congratulate you, class of 2020. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Hello, my name is Genesis Carrion, and I am your senior class president. Remember the night before the first day of high school? We were so nervous and excited, texting our middle school friends what our back-to-school outfit would be. Senior year seemed so distant. During high school, some of us just wanted to leave and could not wait until graduation day. But here we are, graduating in our living rooms. I'd like you to take a moment and think about who you would like to thank. Who helped you throughout these 4 years of self-discovery? Who inspired you when you lacked the motivation to continue? Who made your days at school a bit easier and more enjoyable? Now I'd like to thank you, Rainier Beach Class of 2020. As a student of color, I feel for my Black brothers and sisters that are living through 2 pandemics right now, COVID and racism. I stand in solidarity with you. I'd like to thank you, a diverse and proud group, for standing up and fighting for your rights. As a community, we marched and protested. We raised our voices and expressed our identities with pride. We are the class that sparked change and set an example for the next classes to follow. Whatever you do next, do it with confidence. Find your support group, your community. Rainier Beach became my community when I moved to Seattle. You're the most welcoming people, and you show what family is. Use everything you have learned these years and your experiences to advance on the goals that you want to achieve. If you're struggling with confidence, if that's what's stopping you and closing off opportunities, then fake it until you make it, and until you become it. We may not have had the senior year we expected and we were excited for, but we went through this together. Class of 2020, we are strong, we are hopeful, and most importantly, we are resilient. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Isabella Morrow and I'm the Rainier Beach Class of 2020 valedictorian. Congratulations, we finally did it. We made it through 4 long roller coaster-like years. I know this isn't how any of us envisioned our graduation, but that doesn't make it any less significant. Be proud of yourself. We are truly the year of the unexpected. I know I should start by highlighting happy memories throughout our years here, but that doesn't feel right when our community is grieving the death of Connor Dassa Holland, when our country is grieving the death of George Floyd and so many others for so many years, and when our world is grieving the magnitude of deaths due to the coronavirus. So I just want to start by saying, Connor Dassa Holland, we love you, we miss you. And second, Black Lives Matter. Black youth around the country are leading protests about being disproportionately murdered by the police during a global pandemic that disproportionately kills Black people. This is the time we are graduating. This is now. Out of all of the lessons I've learned from Rainier Beach, the one I deem most important is the power of perseverance through community. Perseverance beyond the limitations of an inadequate building, perseverance despite misconceptions about our school, and perseverance through racially motivated deaths and ongoing racial injustices. We have done this by relying on each other, our families, and the Rainier Beach community. If we have made it through all of this, we can make it through so much more. Rainier Beach has adequately prepared us all for the harsh realities of our current society. It has taught me to use my privilege as a white woman to fight for my peers. It has taught us all to stand up when we or others are being treated unfairly. When I think of the outpouring of love towards the Dassa Holland family, the delivering of free meals to folks in our community, and the teachers and staff members going beyond the classroom to help students in need, I realize Rainier Beach is bigger than a school. It is a family, and one that I am proud to be a part of. Our class will always remember Ms. Rolone and her yerba mate, Mr. Miller, who constantly says, "Are you with me in that regard?" and Mr. Irving, who somehow always knows everyone's business. We all must continue to support one another during this crucial time in history. We are stronger when we stand together. Finally, seniors, we did not get a proper goodbye. We did not get to sign yearbooks, to dance at prom, to walk at graduation, and to savor our last moments together. We just went to school one day in March and suddenly high school was over. This pandemic and the local and national events surrounding it have taught us that life as you know it can change in an instant. So as you sit, graduating from wherever you are, reach out and let the people who have helped you get here know that you love them. And no matter what the next part of our lives throw at us, I know we can handle it. We are strong, we are resilient, we are brave. We are the class of 2020.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Brown. September 7th, 2016. When you walked into this building on this date, some of you a full 6 inches smaller and a lot sillier. I'm sure none of you imagined that 4 years later, you'd be sitting in your house or in your backyard, socially distanced from many of your family members and friends, watching yourself graduate on a screen. March 18th, 2020, when we walked out this very building, I chuckled as many of you dashed out super excited about your 2-week isolation vacation. I remember a few of your responses over mine. "Yeah, I'ma do my work, Miss Brown. See you in a few weeks. Ow." You might not have said that, but that was definitely the vibe. Then on Monday, April 6th, after our first live sessions, I sat listening to Governor Inslee announcing that this building would not physically reopen for the remainder of the school year, and I will not lie to you, I cried. I couldn't believe that the last time I saw you was the last time. I kept thinking about the fact that you have endured so very much, and it seemed at the end you were receiving so very little. No discussions about a senior prank, even though it never comes through. No last Viking day, no senior breakfast, no prom, no graduation at Memorial Stadium, no pictures by the fountain with your family, your friends, your teachers. It was heartbreaking to consider. And then I had to refocus. And I want you to sit right now and focus on all that you've gained. I want you to sit and think for a moment about more than just the extra hours of sleep you may have gotten. And some of you asking me not to start live classes before 2 p.m. Guys. But I want you to focus on the people you've grown closer to, how hard you continue to work outside of your classrooms, the way you juggled increased hours on your jobs with schoolwork, the way you stepped in and helped your parents and siblings, the TV shows you never would have watched with your family had you not been home. I know I never would have watched 90 Day Fiancé if not for being bored in the house, bored. All of the things you learned about who you are as a person because of this isolation. No, I'm not proposing that every one of you has this amazing stress-free situation and this has been nothing more than an early summer vacation. I know better than that. But what it has been is a storm that you've pushed through to what for many of you is the biggest day of your life up to this point. Class of 2020. You've watched your friends get hurt. You've watched as they passed away. I want to pause to remember Connor Dassa Holland and Davion Jackson McDade. Many of your teachers and parents have experienced similar hardships throughout life. What we have never had to do is add it to graduating high school in the midst of a global pandemic in a time of civil unrest throughout our country. We never had to sit at home and watch numbers increase for a virus we weren't prepared for while simultaneously watching people protesting in the street. The racist policies that allow Black and brown bodies to be murdered with little to no repercussions. That's a storm that's all yours. You might be thinking to yourself, why does that matter, Ms. Brown? Why are you acting like that's something to be proud of? Because it is. Because while your parents, your teachers, your friends may have helped you get to this point, you got here. You pushed through this bizarre, catastrophic time to get your high school diploma. You've already accomplished something the rest of us cannot claim. Most of you know I'm from Brooklyn, and one of a New Yorker's favorite sayings, no, Jacob, it's not on Brooklyn, but it's, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. I'm gonna remix that a little bit for you guys right now. If you made it through this, and you have, there's nothing you cannot do. Your story is completely your own, and that is always something to be proud of. So I stand here today, June 16th, 2020, and I get excited when I think about your class. You are capable, you are resilient, you are intelligent and beautiful and creative and funny and so very many hands. And despite scary times, your families, your time at Rainier Beach, and the power you already possess have all prepared you to do things more amazing than I could put into words today. And I speak for myself and the rest of your teachers when I say I cannot wait to see what you all become. I cannot wait to see how you change this world. Michelle Obama was quoted as saying, "Don't be afraid. Be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered." Class of 2020, you have nothing to fear. You did it. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name is Regina Landon. A lot of you might know me as G, and I'm the ASB president here at Rainier Beach High School. I first want to congratulate the class of 2020 all around the world, but specifically my fellow beachheads on this milestone that we've accomplished. We have spent our whole lives prepping for this day, and although it isn't how we imagined it would be, I'm glad that there's still a way we can celebrate ourselves. I would like to thank all of the friends and all of the families that have continued to support each of us through high school, and all of the teachers, the admin, the Teen Health Center in Success City, the janitors, and the other staff and faculty. Without you, Rainier Beach would not be the school that it is today. You have made high school something to remember. Now, some of those things that we'll never forget are Irving in his flannel, dad hat, and Jesus sandals always eating somebody's food, the sophomore trip to Elwha with Miss Black, Miller yelling what happens on Earth stays on Earth, Tom Chick's shoe game, Miss Brown's facial expressions, our CSF trips with Andy, Nam, and Devin, Miss Orlone always gossiping with everybody, and our very own top flight security, Lad and Lewis, who just stand in the same place all day. Our football and basketball games were wild and our teams went to the Dome. Sophomore year, we had a Viking day with giant hamster balls. Junior year, we had an amazing homecoming. And our senior year, we had an active homecoming after party. But everyone's high school experience was different. Some of us, like me, were at Beach for all 4 years. Some did Running Start, and some only transferred in months ago. People focused on different things: popularity, sports, grades, relationships, or themselves. But what we all have in common is that all of us have had some sort of struggle. If not over the past few years, then now. This year alone, we've lost so much. We remembered Kobe Bryant and his daughter. We mourned our friends Connor Dassa Holland and Davion Jackson McDade. The whole world has been affected by this global pandemic. We've lost more Black brothers and sisters to police brutality. And we missed out on our last few months of high school and the traditional senior year events that we've looked forward to since the first time we got here. Our senior checkout, the last time we'd walked through Beach's halls as students, saying goodbye to our favorite teachers and saying goodbye to our best friends. Our prom night, where we would have danced and made our last memories together, and our graduation, where we would have walked across that stage and showed everyone that we made it. Through all of this loss, here we are today. Like Malala said, the class of 2020 won't be defined by what we lost to this virus, but how we responded to it. I would like to say to look around, but I know you're just in your living rooms watching this. So just imagine the faces you've walked past in the hallways every day for the past 4 years. We've been through it, but we went through it together. We have strength in numbers and we have strength together, even if we are physically apart. Do what you can. Go vote. Advocate for yourself and for others. Spread positivity and good vibes wherever you go. Be kind to one another, like Ellen says. Love yourself and make an impact in the lives around you. I know many of you have done that for me. There's a saying from The Office that goes, "I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them." And it's true. I'll miss high school more than I thought I would. We've made so many memories with each other. We've met our best friends, the love of our lives. And like One Direction says, you and me, we've got a whole lot of history. No matter where life takes us, remember where you came from, because at the beach, everybody is a somebody. Congratulations, class of 2020.
I'm Genesis, and you're watching Disney Channel. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, go.
I swear to God, she was smart.
Why are you scared? Truth or dare?
Everyone's kidding. Hey.
Where, Rocky? Hey, we're gonna get Rocky.
On behalf of all 7 of the school board directors, and with the authority vested in me as the school board president, I accept the students before me as 2020 graduates of Rainier Beach High School. Congratulations. We are so proud of all that you have accomplished.